A car that runs on water instead of gasoline. Can it be true? Well, inventor Stanley Meyer made an announcement today in Colorado Springs. He says he's come up with a device that will hook up to any engine and allow it to run on good old H2O. News 13's Kurt Goff tonight on the possible impact of the water fuel cell.
Stanley Meyer says the answer to dependence on foreign oil lies all around us, in seawater, tap water, and rainwater. Any kind of H2O, he says, can power just about every type of engine. How? With the water fuel cell. It fits in the palm of his hand, but it could revolutionize the world.
You're talking about a pollution-free, totally new source of energy, the voltage disassociation of water.
The fuel cell converts water into a gas, hydrogen oxygen, which is released in the form of thermo-explosive energy.
So the water fuel injector simply replaces the spark plug. We hook it to a hydrogen computer system which regulates and meters the flow going into the injector. It processes the water in such a way to release its thermal explosive energy.
The man who invented an engine that can run on water says he's been offered $1 billion in cash by oil-producing countries to sell his patent. So far, he hasn't sold. Environmental specialist Jan Porter talked to the inventor, who thinks that the U.S. auto industry could produce cars that run on water now if they wanted to.
Our industrial base of the world is based on the utilization.
Stan Meyer has a car that runs on water, and that's drawing crowds at this year's Extraordinary Science Conference in Colorado Springs. Myers has developed what is called the water fuel cell injector. The injector breaks down the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen, and the hydrogen is what powers the car.
Basically, all we do is replace the spark plug and replace it with the water fuel cell injectors you see right here. We simply feed ordinary non-processed water or processed water in here, and as the water goes into the injector, it hits a very high pulse voltage frequency, which instantly converts it into thermal explosive energy, and as a result, we can run this car down the road on water.
Meyer's invention was introduced in Britain earlier this month, and now the Brits have followed him here.
We recently took a scientific delegation to witness Stan's work, to really evaluate it, and came back saying, this is one of the most important inventions of the century.
This is no ordinary car. It's a dream come true. A car that runs on a cheap, safe fuel that's in limitless supply.
The car can be run on any form of natural water. You can use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water, and if you don't have ocean water available, you can go ahead and use snow. Just use any form of natural water. You don't process it in any way. You add no chemicals to it. Just use ordinary rainwater.
The inventor believes he's found a way of generating some form of atomic power from water. And it was this dream of endless energy from water that was first raised 5 years ago this week. And there's one person who firmly believes he's beaten the rest of the world to it. Behind these garage doors in Ohio lies, allegedly, the world's first water-powered car, the creation of amateur inventor Stanley Meyer.
This dune buggy operates around 65 miles per hour on around 60 miles per gallon of water. It's very efficient as opposed to running on gasoline. One time I was offered well over $1 billion in cold cash to buy out the technology, to suppress it. Of course, my interest is to get it into the economies of the world and do it very quickly. We've developed the technology over the years, and we've legalized the technology, and now what we're trying to do is coordinate with industry to design kits that can be fitted to an existing internal combustion engine, whether it's a gasoline engine or even a diesel engine.
His kit is not unlike a cold fusion cell, but with very high voltages applied. Skeptics believe it's no more than a battery storage device, but a New York millionaire is paying to have it all checked out in a secret lab in Boston. Although the car wasn't running when we came to film, Pictures were taken earlier by the local TV station.
Back to 1998.
The top our news here at 6 o'clock, an age-old dream becoming a reality. A local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to use water to run your car.
It's a major breakthrough that will no doubt make motorists happy. And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
Are they?
Water has always been.
Are they?
Where does this guy live?
Right. That's the interest.
Yeah, why don't you come in here and show us your little invention?
Yeah.
And
Drop his J-Dam into his house. Just blow him up. Hey, I want to know what happened. Hey, what happened?
Yeah. CIA is very interested.
Yeah. Well, this is 1998.
Oh, yeah.
Where are we at? Where is this guy now? Where's he at? Where's the water-powered car? He's in Guantanamo. I'm not a terrorist. I swear. We got to start.
Swear to God, I'll never invent anything ever again.
Oh, God, not another toe.
Water has always been considered a precious commodity, but Stan Meyer's invention may make it even more valuable.
Late
He
Stan
has
Myers.
developed what's called a water fuel cell.
Can you Google
It has taken
him?
the place of his old gas tank.
I was right behind you. You got to
Oh,
wait a
Stan
minute.
Meyer.
Danny's got some news on him? I guarantee he's dead.
He died in a car accident.
And it's something a heart attack, car accident. What was it? Wait. Danny, you have the answer? Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's try. Hold on.
This guy is so dead, it's not even funny.
So dead.
So fucking dead. Not even just dead, he's so dead.
Okay.
Someone bought the patent, nothing ever happened, and he had a heart attack.
I want to say that something weird in his past suddenly came up. They don't even need to kill you anymore.
I'm going to say a knife fight in a bar.
No, it's got to be a car crash.
Nah.
It just has to be like they cut his brake lines.
He fell down the stairs, and his family wondered why he had handcuffs on his hands and feet.
They did the kiddie porn thing to him. They switched his hard drive.
That's what they did.
A character assassination. That's what they usually go with to inventors.
Danny, what do we got on Stan?
Well, Mr. Meyer was mysteriously poisoned.
Holy shit!
No, he wasn't.
And the poison caused an aneurysm in his brain. And he died leaving a restaurant.
Wow.
See,
a theory.
Oh, man, Bill.
Bullshit. You see?
I'm with you. I'm so with you on this one, Bill.
I'm telling you.
Fuck with the government.
That's not the government. It's the oil companies who.
They're more powerful.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Wow, they fucking got him.
Yeah.
They got him. Wow. And what happened to his big fucking...
Well, the brother of Stan claims that I think like a week or two after his death, people broke into where he had this this water-powered dune buggy and just stole it, tore it to pieces, and he doesn't know what happened to it.
Oh, come on!
And his brother's too stupid. Like he you know, talent like that probably is just one person.
Yeah, it was just him.
One guy, like
one
he
guy.
watches Sports Center, right? He doesn't give a fuck, right?
Oh, he had a water-powered.
You didn't see that, like that guy. You ever you go on there and you see like some of the inventions that were just suppressed. And then they used to just always say that the person was crazy, like that guy Tesla right out there. In Long Island.
Tesla's lunatic.
All this wireless technology, he came up with the shit, I guess, in the 1800s, and you could actually, there was these big ugly things, but you'd put it in, and he somehow tapped in the electricity or whatever, and everyone could have had it for free. And then they
like Wi-Fi electricity.
Yeah, and then they just went up and that's real interesting. Put him in a fucking headlock, you know.
He's crazy. He's talking about force fields and aliens.
He's out of his fucking mind, and they just totally destroyed him as a human being. And like 150 years later, now
and Edison was their guy. Hey, Thomas Edison, wires, goes to a power station. You pay for it.
Let's go back to the news story from 1998. More on Stan Meyer.
Yeah.
It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, they use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
And the oil company said, here's some poison water.
Yeah, here you go.
So what? Did you
water,
say,
sir?
and the Pentagon is interested?
Yeah.
You know what kills me is it's so
That's
fucking
bad.
It's so fucking obvious It's just like
that really is. And you know, I would sit here and argue with Bill Burr about this and go, "This is bullshit."
I can't believe they killed him.
with you here.
I thought that they were just going to go
Not only did
destroy his character.
Not only did they kill him.
Not only did,
that's horrible.
Not only did they kill him, we knew that he was dead.
Had to be dead.
I'd never heard of this guy before. Anyone else?
Poison.
I can't believe it.
The second part of this story.
Meyer started working on this project 4 years ago. He's not a scientist. He isn't even a chemist. In fact, he never graduated from college. Myers was determined, he says, to design something to protect this country from oil embargoes.
And we have calculated that if we take the dune buggy from Los Angeles to New York, we would roughly use 22 gallons of water.
The Pentagon flew a lieutenant colonel in last week to look at Meyer's invention. There's talk of possibly using it in the Star Wars defense program and to run Army tanks. Myers is currently perfecting a water fuel cell for cars. It will cost about $1,500. He says it won't need any maintenance, and you won't have to replace it. It'll be at least 2 years before the fuel system goes into mass production. The day it happens will be one the fuel industry hates, but it'll put a smile on the face of those who've had to say at one time or another, fill her up.
This is
fill her up, all right.
He wrote his death sentence right there.
Oh, that was it.
God, knowing he's dead, it's so obvious. They flew in a colonel.
A lieutenant colonel was flown in, and
This is
It's like that
98.
Brady Bunch episode when they
Yeah,
saw
with
the
the
little
UFO.
flying saucer.
No, this has got to be older than 98 because they said the Star Wars defense. This has got to be older than 98. Can we get the year
Oh, there
wrong?
you go.
It's
No,
a UFO. No, it's swamp gas.
Everything I found
Oh, is it
referenced
98?
1998.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
That
He
is
basically
amazing.
came up with a way to make
kill him,
to make
to
the
get himself
people
murdered.
who are making the most money in this country to go broke. I've discovered a way to fuck over the Illuminati. And come on over to my house. That's it. You're done. You're fucking done.
And there's no way you couldn't just prevent people from grabbing a bucket of water from somewhere. You know, so they can't capitalize it. The oil companies can't go, okay, now we're the water company.
No
the
way to sell it.
one way to control people is if you control the energy. They figured it out years ago, centuries ago. Whatever.
We need it.
Wow. So they got everybody. So if this guy, it's just like, hey, you want to go to Connecticut? I got a bottled water there, huh?
Yeah, it's nothing. And then he was saying, it's going to be a day, bad day for the oil companies, but a good day for people that want to say, fill her up.
But before that day, there's going to be a bad day for Stan.
Oh.
It's going to start with the
Guy shooting a little dart into his neck from across the fucking room.
It's going to start with liquid diarrhea and end with death.
I'm surprised they didn't take out his brother, too.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing
They
that-
probably realized he must have been some kind of Billy Carter moron motherfucker that they just figured
leave him
there's no
alone.
chance. He's retarded.
Just give him some pennies to play with.
All those guys, I used to bit my act about that shit. We used to, you'd see these guys on the news, they'd figure out how to make their truck run on like ketchup or something, and they'd always show it, and then you just never see
Never
the guy
hear
again.
about him anymore.
The companies are really looking into this, taking a
Yeah.
strong interest. So what's the weather going to be like this weekend? And it just goes away.
End
and
of
then
story.
That guy's at like a fat burger like 6 months later, all of a sudden just clutching his chest. He just falls over.
That motherfucker was just like, and it's going to cost next to nothing. It never has to be replaced.
And good news, the colonel's being flown in.
L.A.
You know
to
what
New
that
York
means?
on a fucking thimble of water, and a lieutenant colonel
He said-
and an assassin are being flown in from the Pentagon.
He said everything wrong.
Everything.
Ring the bell every time this Stan says something.
That got the
killed.
Pentagon's ear?
Yeah, exactly. You got something good? What is it?
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
All right, this will happen every time.
And that's the assassin.
Yeah.
The assassin, like, practicing with a target of Stan.
Stupid
in the
Stan.
in the bowels of the Pentagon.
All right, here's that same story again. Listen for all the things he probably shouldn't have said.
The top our news here at 6 o'clock, an age-old dream becoming a reality. A local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to use water to run your car.
It's a major breakthrough that will no doubt make motorists happy. And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
Water has always been considered a precious commodity, but Stan Meyer's invention may make it even more valuable. He has developed what's called a water fuel cell. It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
And I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, they use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
And if you're really desperate, empty the ice cube tray. Anything. Spit in it. He'll take you to fucking Florida.
Or lay a bunch of cactuses out and put plastic in a rock over it.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
So dead.
Can you come up with another way where you could even... I'm trying to...
Air.
How can you top...
Air.
Getting
Oxygen.
killed that quickly.
That is the worst thing he could have said.
The only people that weren't impressed were people that lived in like New Mexico and Arizona.
Holy shit. He fucked up so badly. So dead.
He just go to a mosque in the Middle East and just yell "fuck Allah," and you'll live long.